welcome to Wand and Crown. I'm Haley, that's Keeley, and on this episode we're going to talk about the Festival of the Arts, which is EPCOT's shortest festival, but arguably its most unique festival, wouldn't you say?
Yes, and my favorite.
Yes, I have not yet been, but I've heard lots of good things from friends, clients, and I'm very excited to hopefully go in the near future. Festival of the Arts is, I would say, technically it's kind of the festival that starts the year over.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because it's January, so.
Yeah, I mean, Festival of the Holidays kind of rounds out the year, and Festival of the Arts is like, hey,
New Year!
Welcome! It's a new year!
They get that 2-week break between a festival.
New year, new year.
Exactly.
And it's, I would say, it's kind of obvious by the name. It is a festival that has a nice little artsy theme to it.
A little bit.
A lot of it. The food kiosks are called studios instead of kiosks. And this festival runs from about mid-January to mid-February. So again, it's the shortest one of all of the EPCOT festivals, but it is not short in fun things to do.
I think it honestly is the most stuff to do. Like just looking like at our list, like I think it actually has, I think that's why it's my favorite, because I think it has, outside of just the food studios, I feel like it has the most to do, like interactive wise, and just like, I don't know, food and wine is like, and food and wine is just literally food and wine.
Yeah.
You have your scavenger hunt, that's kind of it. Flower garden, okay, you get the topiaries. Festival of the Holidays, you get your
storytellers.
Yeah, storytellers. I was like, what's that word? Storytellers, and like Christmas merch or like holiday merch.
Yeah.
I think this one has the most to do. I think this is a great festival if you have kids going, because there's so much to do, and it's interactive, and it's just, I don't know. We're going to talk about why it's my favorite. Because it really is.
Yep. That's, I do know. And part of it's probably also to do with your shirt and figment.
My earrings. Mm-hmm. I was going to bring
oh my God, I can't see your earrings. I can see the shirt.
I think I wore these during the summit. Yeah, I wore them for Epcot Day. Yeah, they're little figment ones. Yeah.
Love it. Because who doesn't love Figgy?
Figment's the best.
And we're gonna meet him soon. Anyway. So, Festival of... My mouth has not come to join us today. I don't know why. Festival of the Arts, while it does have the usual food kiosks that all of the EPCOT festivals have, as Keeley said, it also has interactive parts to it. So there is something that like a lot of people really enjoy and a lot of people talk about is the paint by numbers mural, the design of which changes every year. I think this past year, 23, it was figment.
So what they'll do is, it just clicked, this is what you were talking about earlier. We're both doing great here. So they'll have 5 throughout. I think it's like 5 throughout. So they typically average 1 mural per week.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, and then when they finish it, they'll swap it out and put a new one up. So we were there, I think when we were earlier this year, we were there on a Sunday, I can't remember. And it was just about finished. So when we came back later in the week, there was a brand new one up.
Oh, that's really cool. Fun.
Yeah. So we got to do both of those. And
I love that.
Yeah. And you can do it, I mean, obviously as many times as you want, but you go, it's like right before like the area you go get, they give you a color, like a little cup. I remember when I talked to Sarah about this on Instagram, I was like, like a Jell-O shot. But it's like a little plastic.
Like a little ketchup cup.
There you go.
It's a little cup.
I know. It's a little plastic cup with a lid. They give you a color. It has a number on top of it. Mm. And they give you like a little foam brush. And then you go up, cast member looks at what number you have, what color. And then they'll tell you like a section to go to, like they're numbered. So then you go there and then you paint like whatever you want in that area.
Oh, I love that.
It's really cool.
I can't wait to try that out. It's so much fun.
I think the one we did, I think the first week was Figment. The one that we did was hot air balloons. That was the last one. I can't remember what it was when we went earlier in the week now. It was definitely hot air balloons because I had like an orange color. I had an orange color. My friend had like a yellow color. And it was hot air balloons and it was like a big mosaic. And it's cool because when you step back, it's one of those like, oh, okay, now I can see it now that I'm not standing up close on it.
Yeah.
So it's
really, I wonder what they do with those when they're done.
I know. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've seen what they do with it, but I can't remember off the top of my head what they do with them.
I mean, they've got to take a picture, obviously.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know what they do with the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, but it's really cool. It's really cool and it's fun for kids. And I don't know if the paint is washable, but I feel like it probably is.
Yeah. I'm sure that Disney's like kids
like,
know that it's kids plus paint. Yeah. You're not going to put something on it that's just going to stain a shirt forever.
No.
Parents would not be happy with that.
No, but it's really fun. And then I'm trying to remember. I don't remember them doing it last year because I don't have it. And I keep everything they'll give you a bookmark of the mural you did.
Oh.
And I'm trying to think, I think I just forgot to ask for one. Because I didn't get it, but I know that they've done that previously. So you get a little bookmark of what you painted.
Aww.
It's one of those cute, like little
souvenirs. It's like a free souvenir.
Like free things from Disney you can get. It's far and few in between, but that's one of them.
I like it. Because, the other parts of the festival are not necessarily free, but they are fun.
Yeah.
So they do also have featured artists with booths set up. I wouldn't say it's not throughout World Showcase, but it's kind of in that main entryway. Correct me if I'm wrong, because again,
it's throughout.
Okay.
It is. I think they're more heavily focused kind of at the port of entry. And they'll have them in the Odyssey Center. They'll have like a whole like setup in there because they have usually some kind of food booth in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the pickle milkshake is right now.
At the time of filming.
But they have them throughout. Yeah, because there's I'm trying to think, there's some in France, there's some in Germany, but there's more so, I guess they're more centrally located at port of entry, but they definitely are throughout the showcase. I don't know that they're really anywhere else.
That's so interesting because whenever I've pictured it like in my head, I've thought that it was kind of at the like World Celebration, like just past Spaceship Earth as you're walking towards World Showcase. But I like that it's throughout the showcase because then you get a little bit of it as you're going around and it's not like concentrated. Here are your fun artsy booths and then have fun with the food. It's,
mix.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice mix. And like, if you're trying to like break up, like, again, like you and I have our food list for Festival of the Holidays and we have 500 things we want. It's nice because that gives you a little bit of something to do between stopping, getting your snacks. You can go look at all the artwork and then potentially buy some. And then the artists will rotate throughout the festival too.
Yeah.
So I think they're on like a week or 2 week rotation. I can't remember exactly what it is, but they won't all be there the whole time. Some of them are, some of them rotate. Some of them do signings. Some of them do like special stuff. It's really cool. So it's just, if you have a Disney artist that you like, or like, I don't know exactly what they're called because it's obviously approved by Disney.
I think they call them like featured artists.
Featured, licensed, whatever terminology they use. They'll do like some kind of like events sometimes throughout. I know Sarah, I can't remember which artist it was because I liked one of his prints, was there when we were there and he was doing signings and stuff. So it's really cool, especially if you're into like Disney art.
Yeah. And they've got artists that will kind of, not necessarily just be doing signings, but be working on their art while they're there. And they've also got the live chalk murals, right?
Yes. So that's behind Spaceship Earth. So that's
okay.
So it's kind of the like under the monorail. The Figment 50th statue it's all right there, like on the sides. They'll have cast. I think it's cast members that do it. I don't know that it's
Oh.
artists. I know. I feel like when we were there, I feel like I saw 2 cast members doing it, but I could be wrong. Could be a mix. I'm not sure. But yeah, they'll do like the chalk murals, and then they'll have the ones that are like stretching
the forced perspective ones that you can stand on and like.
Can you tell I
like
went to art school? Can you tell I went to art school? I know. Ugh.
Pregnancy brain. It's fine. It's fine. I've got.
That's literally what it is. But yeah, so they'll have those. They have other just like really cool ones, and they're usually out there like working on them. And if they're not, they're usually done, and you can get like really cool pictures. And even just the ones that aren't the forced perspective, they're still really cool.
I love the ones that are forced perspective because you see the pictures where you can like, you look like you're standing on a floating island or on the edge of a cliff, or, you know, you're interacting with some Disney or, well, not Marvel. I was going to say like a Marvel character, but I don't know that I can do that. No.
They probably, yeah, I think they can.
Yeah, because it's art. It's not, you're not sent.
We're not going over what's it, the Mississippi River Rule with Universal. Yeah.
The whole reason we don't have
Avengers Campus.
Anyway, I think those are fun and really great picture spots.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, kind of a free souvenir because you're taking all these pictures at Disney anyway. You might as well have a little something extra fun while you're there.
Oh, yeah. And then the other really cool thing, so speaking of pictures, interactive, is they'll have cutouts of famous paintings that you can go and take pictures in. I'm trying to think, my friend and I did. They had Mona Lisa, which I think they have that probably every year. They had Scream. Mm-hmm. That's the one with the, again, art degrees really coming in right here. That one. I tried to take a picture and it like I literally was like trying to contort my body. It was a whole thing. They had Van Gogh sunflowers. They had I don't know the name of it. It has to be famous, but it was like a ship, and I saw a lot of people doing it would be like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, it was in the America Pavilion. So I'm
it's Washington crossing the Delaware.
Thank you. Yep. Now that as soon as you said that, I was like, that's why it's in the America Pavilion.
Yeah.
that. And then what was the really cool one? So I posted that on my Instagram. Was they did Peter Pan? It was like a book, so it looked like an open book, like the pages, and it was Skull Island.
Okay.
And then I can't remember what the other side of it was, but it was 2 like really like pastel-y Peter Pan inspired like book. It was really cute. So you just like walk in and they have it like cut out, so you're like in it, and it's
like in Gilmore Girls when they do the night of
the play. Yeah. You know, Modern Family, I just watched that episode too. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it's like. It's just you have to hurry up because there's people waiting for you to take pictures.
Whatever.
You do it early in the morning. That's what we did. As we saw them, and then sometimes there'll be photo pass photographers there. The smaller ones there's not, but the big George Washington.
Yeah, the ones that like they know people are going to want to be at.
And like as a group too. So like if you're doing one of the other ones, you might be doing it like Mona Lisa, you're going to do by yourself. So if you're with somebody, they can take the picture. But the group ones, they'll have a photo pass photographer there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun. Again, this is like the part of Festival of the Arts.
One day you'll get it right.
I just can't. I went to bed at like 2:30. My mom called me at 6:30. I was like, okay, I'm awake. Anyway,
we're getting the best part. Your mom was in Norway.
Fully here. Yeah.
Your mom was in Norway doing fun adventure things.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. This is just all the stuff from Festival of the Arts that makes it that interactive, fun, extra festival. They've also got the Broadway concert series where they bring, every one of these festivals has some sort of musical act that takes place in the Broadway Pavilion, in the America Pavilion.
Broadway.
This is just steadily going down.
It's fine. We got this. We got this.
In Festival of the Arts, they have their Broadway series or Broadway concert series, which is essentially just Disney off Broadway without the fillers. It's the songs.
So like I have my little handy dandy passport that you can get. Again, we talked about this previously. All the festivals have them. Last year they had just some of the Broadway shows: Tarzan, Aladdin, Frozen, Little Mermaid, Lion King, Mary Poppins, and then sometimes it was and again, because it's a short festival, it's not like you got Eat to the Beat, 30,000 performers. You have a handful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's definitely you get like a good mix of like Disney Broadway shows and like the performers that come in.
Yeah.
So
it's like I would say it's probably, for me, because I'm a little bit of a musical nerd, I would say that would be more fun than watching Candlelight Processional. That would be something that I would go and sit down at and watch instead of passing by.
I would pass by both. I don't know. That's just how I don't like sitting still. I'm not a big music person. I mean, like I am, but not like I've never done Broadway. I saw Hairspray because it's based in Baltimore. So only Broadway I've ever seen. And it was off Broadway. So like, and like John Waters is like a huge like icon here because again, Baltimore. But I don't know. But I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think that's a good like pass by. I think Candlelight Processional is a good one to like just pass by. It's just my personal opinion. I want to go do stuff. I want to go eat and I want to go do stuff.
That's fair.
That's also just my personality.
True. But if you want to eat and do the sit down for the Broadway series, they do have the dining packages like they have with every other festival.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, they've also got at least in 2024, they've got a performance called Art Defying Gravity, which is going to be acrobats, not stunts, but essentially acrobatic performances that are going to be at the entrance to World Showcase, which now that I say that makes sense why the art booths aren't there.
But that's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I don't remember.
And it's not like Cirque du Soleil type giant
Obviously,
acrobatic performances, but it's they're not gonna like go and build an entire set.
They're gonna they're just gonna hang silks over top of the monorail track.
Just parachute in.
Yeah, why not?
Oh God.
But I think that's cool because it's like more art. So you have like art, traditional art, then you got like the performing art, like the Broadway, and then this is like a different kind of art.
Yeah.
Which again is why I love this festival, because it's just like kind of everything.
Yeah.
And it's really they're creative with it. Food and wine.
Food and wine is food and wine. Festival of the Arts, or I can't believe we've waited this long to say it. Art.
Yes, and I
people lovingly call it.
But that's just what this is called. I just
Festival of the Arts, when they've got their food, they do it in an artsy way. So they'll do it like deconstructed. Yeah. They will, if it's not deconstructed, then they'll plate it in an artsy way. It's not just here's your food, have fun, eat it.
Yep.
They really kind of take the time to think about how they're presenting it to you.
There was, when we were there earlier this year, there was it was key lime pie. I think it's in the passport, and it was like it was the like key lime part, and it was like a rectangle, and it was like a squiggle. Mm-hmm. And they put like, I could probably find a picture of it in here because it's in the back, which leads to, there it is. Okay, I'm not going to show it because it's going to be hard to see, but yeah, it's a squiggle on top of like, it's like raspberry like smear, like they do really the fancy restaurants. And then they had a lime that I think was meringue, but it was like a lime, but shaped like a lime.
Oh yeah.
Had the crust on the other side of the squiggle. So it's just really cool. But that is part of the wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine, which is the equivalent to what the Cookie Stroll Festival of the Holidays, the Retmies
Fromage montage.
And I can't remember what it is. Something with the B for Flower and Garden, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but it's the one where you get 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then you get the stamps in the back, and then you get, again, it changes, but you get like what do they call it?
Some sort of.
Yeah, you visit.
It's a participation trophy.
It's more food. You get all the food, and your trophy is more food. So
yeah,
you know, but it's fun. It's one of the. I mean, we're gonna do the cookie stroll. If you're like planning to get it anyway, you might as well get your stamps. Like I think the stamp I had was from the deconstructed key lime pie, the singular stamp I have in.
Oh man. So that's one of those things where you need to make sure that you pick up a passport, because if you flip through it and you're like, I mean, I'm going to be eating all of these things anyway, you might as well get the stamps and then go back and get your free thing. I don't know what my hair is doing. It has a mind of its own. So like, again, like Keeley said, when we do the Festival of the Holidays in a few weeks, we're planning on doing the cookie stroll, because we looked at it and we went, well,
I'm already going to eat these.
We want to eat all these cookies anyway. We might as well.
Might as well. Exactly. And these are at all of the booths that you go to. So I usually if it might not be the first one, because I usually plan ahead because I'm me, but I usually by like the second or third booth, I make sure I grab one, and that way I have it, especially if you're going for multiple days. And I think we talked about this in other festival episodes. If you're going for multiple days, it's good to have. You can keep track of what you've already gotten. You can mark stuff down if you didn't do it ahead of time. So it is like a really good thing. And then you got like a little souvenir, and then you can just like flip through and look at it. And also the really cool thing about this, I know Hayley remembers this as soon as I say it, it was a flip book of Figment of him painting himself, if it's gonna go. It's hard to do, but it's like a little flip book in the back of it, or like the bottom of it. So again, like cute little hidden details that are like just Disney's gonna think of.
Yeah. And then speaking of Figment, again, for this festival, you know, all of the festivals have their scavenger hunts that you can pay to participate in. This one is Figment Master Class.
Figment brush with the Master Scavenger Hunt.
It's Figment it's an artist Figment.
Yes.
So it's usually going to be kind of the statuettes, like we've talked about in other episodes, hidden around World Showcase. You get a stamp on the scavenger hunt thing or a sticker.
And this one you do have to pay for.
Yeah.
I think it's like $9.99 plus tax, and you get a prize at the end, but
it's a lot of fun.
Again, it's just another activity, and you don't have to pay to do it. You can do it yourself and just find it, which is fun. But if the prizes are cute, again, one of those, well, if you're going to do it and you like the prize, it's only $10.
Yeah. Might as well.
We're going to see, we don't know what the prizes are for Festival of the Arts yet. It's cute because I regret not doing it for Food and Wine, because I wanted the Figment lunchbox. But we didn't have time, so it's fine.
Yeah. No.
But it's fine. Maybe there'll be something cute, like a cute holiday ornament for Festival of the Holidays.
Usually. Anyway, and I think this one, I don't know that this is like a usual thing, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
For this particular scavenger hunt, sometimes it's the usual statuettes, sometimes it's like murals on a wall, or was that like a one-time thing this year? Because I saw something about that this year.
I don't actually know, because we didn't do it. We did 2 days there, and we did end up doing the scavenger hunt. I don't know, because I feel like they add Figment stuff throughout the park, so it might be one of those, like they just added it. Yeah, I know. Now I don't actually know. That's a good question.
Oh no. See, even we don't know everything.
I know. Now I'm like, well, if I would have just done it when I went, not you. I mean, I so wish we would have.
Anyway.
But it is really cute. But it'll tell you where it is. So
Yeah.
it tells you like each country, because it's only in the World Showcase. So it tells you each country. So if you see one there, it's most likely
related.
But I wouldn't be shocked if one was a painting, because that would make sense, because art. It's on trend. It's on theme.
On brand. Disney. On brand.
What? The other thing. Okay. So Spaceship Earth, that nighttime show right now, I mean, Happily Ever After at this point is back, which makes me cry. Wishes made me cry. Happily Ever After makes me cry. Enchantment did not make me cry, aside from just not liking it. But Spaceship Earth has been a consistent, ever since they did the 50th, was it Beacon of Magic?
Yeah.
Ever since, so I've seen that 2 times, 3 times. I went during the 50th, and it's still continuing, which is nice. They're still doing shows on Spaceship Earth. Has made me cry consistently, like consistently every time. Both nights we went back in February, I made Cody stand there with me for like 30 minutes so I could watch every single rotation, because they had Rainbow Connection. Kermit was singing Rainbow Connection, and a rainbow. When I tell you I was sobbing, like I was trying to, like, I had to watch it twice, because the first time I took a video, you can hear me like in the background. It just is one of those, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it just does something. So they had that. They had Figment, but it was one little spark, but it was like a not an acoustic version, but like kind of like a dialed back version. It just fit, because it was like very like light and airy. I'm trying to remember. I think there was one more that was in there too, but the Rainbow Connection one got me. Like, it got me. It was so cute. It was just so cute. It was so good. And that's one of the things that starts, I don't know, I can't remember the exact time, because it obviously depends on, but I think it's usually around like whenever it gets dark. So like probably 7. And I think they do it the show's every 10 minutes is what I timed it out. Every 10 minutes they'll do a different song. And usually depending on the festival, sometimes they'll rotate them out. They'll do like 2 to 3 every 10 minutes. So you might stand there for 30 minutes like a crazy person. But hey, I got all of it on video, and it made me cry, and it made me super emotional, and that's why I go to Disney. But it was really cool.
Pretty.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so cool. And like it's just like the fireworks. Like everybody's just standing there like watching it, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just a really like magical experience to like just stand there with everybody, and you're watching this really cool show that was so much thought was put into it, and like the music, it's one of those things that really reminds you why you're at Disney and why Disney is awesome. I honestly almost feel like that's part of why this is my favorite festival, is just for that. Granted, anything they do on Spaceship Earth makes me cry at this point. Anything. But the Rainbow Connection was good. So yeah, so they'll probably announce that a little bit closer to the festival, if they're going to do that again, if they're going to do One Little Spark again, or what they're going to do. And I need you to take all the videos for me, because I won't be allowed to fly at that point.
Regardless, they're going to have some sort of special light show on Spaceship Earth.
And it's so cool. It really is cool. So it's definitely worth sticking around at nighttime to see.
Yeah,
for sure. And we also say this for every festival: try to go 2 days. Try to get park hopper if you can, so that way you're not cramming all of the food and experiences into one day.
Space it out. Look at the menus ahead of time. Usually they will release the stuff a month ahead of time, unless it's festival of the holidays, and then they do it 2 weeks ahead of time when you're trying to pre-plan things. But anyway,
why would you want to plan ahead? Yeah, but it's good for any festival to do that. And if you can, like we're going on our next trip, we're doing a little bit over a half a day there, but we got it planned out. We know what we're doing. If you've never been to Disney before, this is a once in a lifetime trip. It's a big trip. Take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time, do 2 days, or at least hop over for a half day in conjunction with, I personally don't like the food at Magic Kingdom. So like, I'll do Magic Kingdom, and then we'll take the monorail over to EPCOT and like get some food there. And then we sometimes go back to Magic Kingdom, or we hang at EPCOT, just because I know I want food your festival booth food and not Magic Kingdom food.
Or do a split between EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. You've got the Skyliner, easy access. I wouldn't say do Animal Kingdom. That's a hike.
Unless if you're done at Animal Kingdom early and you don't plan on going back. If you're planning on going back to another park, the other two are good, and World Showcase doesn't open till 11, so always keep that in mind too, because if you're trying to do the food booths, you're going to be there for 2 hours before anything really opens.
Yeah.
Which, like, that's fine. Just, it's one of those know before you go. Was it the
you know?
Yes, the more you see, exactly.
That's CBS.
Rainbow. See, perfect. Looping it back. Figment, Festival of the Arts. Great. And I think that's everything. I think we covered everything.
Yep. That is all I've got.
Yeah. Well, it's one of my favorite festivals. So if you want to talk about it, leave comments below because I will talk about it so much. Hayley is hopefully going this coming
February.
Festival. Yeah, in February when I can't fly anymore. That's okay.
Oh, that's a good thing to say. For 2024, the festival is going to be January 12th through February 19th. So get a little bit of a break from the holidays, and then it goes a little bit after Valentine's Day. Nice little, just over a month.
Personally, one of my favorite times of the year to go.
Mm-hmm.
This festival, when we planned our February trip, my earring just fell out. When we
it's just chaos.
When we were planning, the year previous had gone at the end of February, so we just missed this, and then we were there for the beginning of Flower and Garden, which was speaking of chaos. Beginning of any festival is chaos because you have all the influencers and everybody there. But I personally really like the time of the year when this festival is because, like you said, everybody's done with their holiday travel. It's not Florida hot at all. It's warm. It's comfortable for a northerner. It's comfortable.
Yeah, you're not, sweating and having to bring changes of clothes and.
Yeah, no, it's a good time of year, and this festival is just really fun. So, yeah, all right.
I think that'll do it for us. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode.